Roger at hemphearts.com hereby challenges Lee Stranahan, a super journalist, to expose the convergences of wealthy elites and political elites in the food and health industries that deliberately ruin our health and then profit from our debilitation. We offer Lee Stranahan any amount of our Hemp Hearts Protein Flakes sufficient to restore his own health and the health of anyone close to him, so he will understand our perspective below. Lee Stranahan is unsurpassed in exposing convergences of wealthy elites and political elites as they use repetitions of false narratives to take over our governments, to manipulate us into incessant wars, and to otherwise use us as their tools and consumables. Links to two of his best videos can be found here, but many more of his videos can be found easily on YouTube and elsewhere. This section of Hemp for Independence should be of interest to anyone who wants to be both healthy and independent, becoming neither a tool nor a consumable for the convergences of wealthy elites and political elites who believe that they have the right to debilitate us with diet and then profit from our debilitation. Those who do not protect themselves from the atmosphere of junk science and other nonsense created by the convergences of wealthy elites and political elites who dominate the food and health industries will inevitably suffer from premature debilitation. Convergences of elites who dominate the food and health industries supply false information, leading to inappropriate regulation that inevitably results in hardened arteries, high blood pressure, poor circulation, progressive senility, diabetes, inflammation, chronic pain, continuous medication, and decades of uselessness. The only thing we need to know about food and health is that we are mammals. Our bodies developed during infancy, requiring nothing more than the ingredients in mother's milk. A, real protein for making soft body tissue. B, calcium for making bones. And C, fats for energy. In other eras, after babies quit nursing, they, like their parents, ate almost nothing but buffalo, or fish, or sea creatures, or dairy and domesticated animals, all real protein. Roger at hemphearts.com learned from lab tests that each tiny 2-ounce serving of our Hemp Hearts Protein Flakes contains all of the amino acids, protein, equal to 2 quarts of mother's milk. Roger at hemphearts.com learned from our tens of thousands of customers that those who consume at least 2 servings of Hemp Hearts Protein Flakes per day, available in several forms, can restore elasticity to hardened arteries to achieve childlike blood pressures. These meals, with a little dairy for calcium, are only about 250 calories, so it is easy to achieve any preferred weight. These meals contain virtually no sugars or starches, so it is easy to reverse diabetes, even putting circulation back into diabetic feet and eyes and brains. Because no human will consume more than 6 ounces of Hemp Hearts Protein Flakes per day, only a small part of the land now used for human food and animal feeds would be required to supply the entire population of the world with enough real protein to guarantee amazing health and spectacular achievements. Excess arable land could be used for dietary novelties, especially fruit, vegetables, and other real protein. Those who grow millions of acres of starch grains, those who supply the sprays and fertilizers and fuels and machinery and irrigation and technology necessary for the production of starch grains, those who make immense fortunes processing these starch grains into a spectrum of imperfect foods that do not satisfy very long, causing us to eat again too soon. Those who supply recipes and labels and packaging and transportation relative to these very imperfect starch grain foods. Those who pretend to assist those who become obese from starch grain diets without reversing their obesity. Those who pretend to assist those who become diabetic from starch grain diets without reversing their diabetes. Those who pretend to assist those who develop hardened arteries, and cardiovascular disease from starch grain diets without putting elasticity back into their arteries. Those who manufacture and market medications that only alleviate the symptoms of myriad health issues caused by starch grain diets. Those who manufacture and market supplements that only pretend to assist those who have become debilitated by starch grain diets. All of the above are participants in an immense food and health fraud that is promoted and protected by a convergence of wealthy elites and political elites determined to impose their disastrous ideas and programs on us. Bays could easily be farmed by individuals to produce more fish than we need for dietary novelties, so the oceans would recover their previous productivity. Chickens and cows could again become scavengers, guided again by children to consume items that humans are incapable of digesting. Increasing portions of starch grain land could be used instead for hemp and other real protein foods. Those who pretend to be scientists so they can create false narratives in support of their elitist agendas could be convicted of lying and forced to earn their living by herding and milking goats. Roger at hemphearts.com has a solution that enables anyone to achieve perfect independence in food and health. Remember that Hippocrates, the father of medicine, once said, "Let thy food be thy medicine, let thy medicine be thy food." Roger at hemphearts.com has learned to treasure the videos of certain internet heroes who have exposed the self-serving behaviors of wealthy elites and political elites in promoting continuous war and in promoting their own life-extending depravities as they attempt to control the world. We hope that we can motivate our internet heroes to expose the same wealthy elites and political elites in their promotion of the starch grain diets, which destroy human health and degrade the planet. Those elites who contemplate nuclear war as a solution to overpopulation must be forced to understand that if the elites were removed from power and influence, the earth would be able to support many times as many humans as are alive now, with ease. Please view the amazing work of Lee Stranahan below. He never makes any claims for which he does not offer impeccable source materials.